Hey, welcome to Sip No Tech. I'm Alex. How you doing? We're taking a break from $60 phones. We've been looking at a lot of $60 phones on the channel recently, but we're jumping up to a flagship level phone. This is the Huawei Mate 9. It came out in January. This is one of Huawei's, I guess, two flagship phones. They have the Huawei Mate 9 and, of course, the Huawei P10, which are both really great phones. This one is a bigger version of their flagships, basically, and it's a 5.9-inch phone. We on Tech have been wanting to get a Huawei Mate phone for a while, since the 7. We were actually this close to buying it just a few years ago, the Mate 7, but we decided to get a Xiaomi instead. So this is our first Mate phone, and I'm really excited to unbox this. We're going to review it later on after a few weeks using it, but right now we're going to cut this open and take a look at it first. So this is a very nice box. Huawei always gives you some really nice packaging. We got the Mate 9 there. I got my little blade. It says Leica dual camera. So this does have Leica dual cameras on the back, which they've been teaming up with Leica for a few phones now. We're going to slice these two open. This is the black color, so I'm really excited to take a look at the black here. They have a wide arrangement of colors, and we decided the black one looked really sleek, so that's why I wanted to take a look at it. And there we go. Of course, you might have also heard that there's a Porsche-designed Huawei phone that's even more money, and there's also Huawei Mate 9 Pro, a bigger phone too. Actually, no, it's a smaller phone, but it's upgraded specs. But the specs here are still pretty darn good, so we're going to actually take a look at that. But here we go. This is a very beautifully packaged phone. You can see the Huawei Mate 9 there. It says Huawei Design. A little tab to pull the phone out. And this is the phone. This is a 5.9-inch 1920 by 1080p phone. So this is only a 1080p display, but it's almost 6 inches of display real estate. So that's a lot of stuff there. And then we have the black color here. And we'll peel this open in 1 second. But let's just finish this really quickly. Pull this to the side. Let's see what else. I mean, packaging like this always makes you really excited because, I mean, this is beautiful. There's a semi-ejector tool right there. Let's pull this open, see what other goodies we get here. We get a case. So Huawei does give us a case to go with this. This is just a clip case that is very, it's metallic-y, but it's plastic. It's very flimsy. This is actually a really cheap case. What else do we got here? But at least we got a case. You know, that's one big thing. Also, this is sold in the U.S. through Amazon, Best Buy, and other places. So you can probably find a case to go along with this. This isn't like one of those obscure Chinese phones that you won't have anything. What else is in here? What is this? So I had to break the seal there, but this is it's just the instruction guide. So I don't know why this is all sealed. It's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. So that's that from that. And then the second box here, we have, this is the power brick. And we do get headphones here, I believe. So this is actually a pretty lofty power brick. I think they have a form of quick charging here too. And what else do we have in here? It's refusing to come out. I guess I'll just open it on this other side. It's meant to be opened on the other side. Interesting. So it's a dual-sided one where you have to open it on both sides for it to pop out. Everything has its own little slot. It's pretty nice. So it doesn't come out that other way. You have to open it this way. And we have some headphones here, which I will never use. I never use these earpods that these phones give you. But if you want them, they're in here. And then we have, what is this? This should be USB-C, and it is USB-C. So we have a USB-C power brick and the charging cable here. And that is it. We're going to move all this stuff away. So we have a clear table. And we're going to peel. Is this a screen protector? So we have a pre-installed screen protector on here. I'm probably going to peel this off after the video, but I'm going to keep it on right now at least, just in case. But yeah, this is a pre-installed screen protector. On the back, we have the same information, how to put the tray in. Wow, oh my gosh, guys. Ooh, look at this. This is a beautiful kind of matte. Is this matte? Oh my gosh, this is a beauty, man. Look at this. This is beautiful. This black color, I'm really glad we chose this black color. Wow, oh geez, this is awesome. Really, I love this color right here. I haven't been really like enamored with a phone in a while in terms of its design, but I really like the look of this right now. But quickly going over this again, this is a 5.9-inch display with a 1080p resolution. On the back, we have a fingerprint scanner, of course, and then we got the dual cameras here. This is a 20 megapixel back camera, and it can shoot 4K, of course. And then we have 4 gigabytes of RAM running a high silicon Kirin 960 processor. So this is one of Huawei's highest end processors on here. So expect a really strong performance on this. It's flagship level. This is a flagship level phone. And the retail price on this at this current point, I got this one for $520. $520 for high-end performance. That's what I'm expecting. And then we get a 4,000 milliamp battery here. So this is a very big battery. And so this particular phone I'm actually expecting a lot from. And it comes with Android Nougat 7.0 with Huawei's own skin on top, EMUI, which we've taken a look at the channel before with the Honor 8 and other videos. I've covered it before if you want to check those videos out. But we're going to power this up and we're going to take a look at it. Alright guys, I got everything set up and ready to go. I even have the fingerprint sensor all ready and set up. It works so far. I'm going to do a demonstration. Even did the fingerprint gestures like on the Honor 8. And I actually really like this. So let's take a look at the fingerprint scanner. As you can see there, I'm putting my finger there. And it unlocks the phone really quickly. This is a pretty fast fingerprint scanner. I'm pretty happy with it. So that's the fingerprint scanner there, and of course you can do the motion where you swipe down. It's not a actual button, not a physical button you can click into like the Honor 8. It's literally just a sensor, which is okay. I'm gonna actually mute it. It's checking all my emails and stuff like that right now. But yeah, here is the phone. I'm actually gonna plop on the case for you guys to take a look at really quickly. So the case is actually just a clip-on case. It's a fingerprint magnet, just like the actual phone itself, but it does a good job of imitating the actual look of the phone and the color of the phone. It even says designed by Huawei here. So this is a really cheap phone. You might want to get a better one, but out of the box right away, at least you have one to go with, and it's it looks pretty nice. At least you can use this. I still prefer the phone without it, so I'm going to find some method, maybe like a clear case or some sort of... I don't really like gel cases. We'll see. We'll see what I want to do with this. It seems like a pretty solid phone. I think I can go caseless with this, but it's actually not as big as I thought it would be, too. A 5.9-inch display, you would think this is a gigantic-looking phone, but I have a couple phones here for comparison. This is the Nexus 6P, which is also made by Huawei. And as you can see here, the body of it is actually smaller than the Nexus 6P. So Nexus 6P is a little higher, a little taller, but the Huawei Mate 9 is just a little bit thicker. Not thicker, sorry, a little bit wider, as you can see. The Nexus 6P has a thinner body than the Mate 9, so it sticks out a little bit. So that is the Nexus 6P. And I also got another phone here. This is the Mi Note, the original Mi Note, and compared side by side with the Mate 9 with the glass curves. This one feels nice in your hands because it has that curved glass. This actually feels pretty nice in your hand too, and it's actually pretty easy to grip for such a big phone. But as you can see here, the Mate 9 is significantly larger than the Mi Note in terms of the width. The height is actually almost equal. It's about the same. This is only a 5.5-inch screen. 5.7-inch screen though. So the screen here is bigger on the Mate 9. But yeah, as you can see, the blueprint of this actually is not too bad. It's actually within the parameters of these, and they both have smaller screens than this. Of course, this can't compare now to all these crazy 18:9s and all the all those huge bezel-less displays, but the bezels are actually relatively thin here. This is actually a nice, long, open display. So this is a huge, beautiful display. Right off the bat, I think the colors are pretty darn nice. The wallpaper is a little bland here. Let's see if we can change it. Let's click on it. See what they have to offer here, just so we can test out some colors. home screen. So yeah, we have the Mate 9, and the colors actually look pretty bright, pretty nice and sharp. We're going to take a look at that, of course, in the review video. I'm going to put my paces through it and take a look at all the stuff. But this is a very standard Huawei setup. We have all your apps here without the app drawer. So all your apps are going to be on here. And I was going to say it doesn't look like we have a lot of bloatware, but actually we do. Let's cancel that. We have a lot. We have CNN, TripAdvisor, Truecaller, Flipboard, Instagram, Messenger, Booking, of course, Facebook, and of course, all of Huawei's own tool apps. So there are a lot of bloatware apps already preloaded on this, and of course, your entire suite of Google apps, including Duo, is on here. Are these deletable, uninstallable? Yeah, that is uninstallable. Let's see if we can get rid of CNN. Yeah, it looks like it. Instagram. All right, so at least you can uninstall all of them. You know, I don't like bloatware, and I don't think OEMs should put bloatware, unnecessary bloatware on here. But at least there is an option to get rid of it. We can't get rid of the Huawei apps, of course. Those are system apps, so you cannot uninstall them. But at least all these bloatware apps, you can manually get rid of it. And of course, you can also, let's pull down the settings menu. We have the quick settings here. This is exactly the same as the Honor 8 with EMUI 5 that we took a look at on the video. And so this is actually really nice. You have all this. You can manually adjust all of it and change it with the floating dock if you want. But the settings right here, you can click on that pencil and you can manually adjust what you want here. You can move it. You can actually get rid of it if you don't like all of this stuff. So I'll manually adjust that once I get this set up for myself, for my personal use. But looking at the settings menu too, this actually looks, let's lower the brightness a little bit. So we have it on auto. The phone gets pretty bright. This is actually really bright. You can't even see it right now because I have it in full brightness. If I lower it all the way, it gets pretty dim. So the brightness settings is pretty good. Huawei phones, the quality of Huawei phones have been really impressive with me right now. I go through these phases. Like, I was a really big fan of Sony for a while, and I still am a big fan of Sony. But Huawei has really got my attention right now in terms of what they've been doing. Let me see. I want to get this perfect so you guys can actually see what I see on the screen. It gets a little too dim, but it gets a little too bright then. I think this is good right here. But yeah, as you can see here, the settings, they're all very, very Huawei-like. So Huawei EMUI, that every phone across the board looks like this once it gets to 5.0, EMUI 5.0, which runs Android 7.0. So this is running Nougat. And it's all very similar. We have all the same setups. We have the fingerprint ID here. If you click on it, I already toggled everything on, but you can take a photo with this button here, with the fingerprint scanner. Oh, sorry, it's not a button, with just the fingerprint sensor. You can click on it to take a photo. Answer calls. You can stop alarms. Of course, you can do the notification panel like I did, where you pull down. And then like that, for example. And you can also browse photos, which I've already shown on the Honor 8. And what else do we have here? Let's see how much memory we have. So this is a 64 gigabyte storage, and we have 49 available. So there is a lot of bloatware, as I said before, but you can get rid of some of that, so it will clear up some RAM. But 49 gigabytes is still a lot to start with, and I'm actually just pretty happy with what we're getting here. This is a pretty high-end phone. It actually is a very high-end phone. And the battery is huge. And of course, you even have ultra saving mode and all this good stuff here to keep your battery lasting even longer, which I don't even know if we need. It's only a 1080p screen. The Huawei processors, the high Kirin processors, are very battery efficient from what I've used of Huawei phones. I hope this is the same here. For a 4,000 milliamp battery with a 1080p screen for 5.9, I'm gonna go on a limb and say we're gonna get pretty good battery life here. Let's see if we can open the app drawer. Let's see where the app drawer is. So the Huawei Mate 9, as I stated earlier, comes without an app drawer. If you're an Android user, you're used to an app drawer. You can enable that by going to the settings and going to home screen style. Click on that. It has standard, which comes without the app drawer, and then you switch to drawer. and it should have the app drawer popping up right there. So there we go. We have the app drawer here. Of course, you can also download a launcher, which I will. I'll put the Pixel launcher on here like I do on all my phones. But yeah, that was a. Oh yeah. Okay, let's do one more thing. Let's take a look at the camera, because the camera, I'm pretty excited about the camera here, with the Leica lenses here. So let's take a photo. Just a quick photo here. Explore some of this. So the camera, you would expect some pretty darn good quality here, and I will have to test this out in the open, of course. Probably give this to Lita too. She can take a picture of food so she can get a good grasp of it. But yeah, let's just take a look at the interface. Of course, we have what we have on all the phones, these filters that you can use. What is this here? Standard, vivid colors, or smooth colors? So you actually have, I guess, a live filter setting here that you can actually change. I want to, oh, here we go. Wide aperture enabled. So you toggle this to activate which camera you want to use. You can do a wide aperture or a regular aperture. So you can get a wider shot with more in the photo. And then, of course, you have the flash. What other things do we have here? So this is video, photo. I guess that's it. Where's the settings? Oh, pull out here. Okay. Oh, here are the manual settings. They call it the pro settings here. And so all you have to do is swipe out. You see this little latch here. You just pull it out, and you have all your manual settings here, which you can control your ISO, exposure, and all that stuff. So it's good that you have, swiping left. Oh, there we go. Okay, so here is how you work the interface. If you swipe out to the right, you get the manual settings. If you swipe out to the left, you get the modes. And you have all the modes you want: HDR, beauty shot, which all Asian phones have nowadays, night shot, video, time-lapse, light painting, audio note, watermark, slow-mo. So there's a lot of stuff you can play with here, and you can even adjust it. And here is the selfie camera. Enable perfect selfie. These are the tutorials, so let's take a quick selfie photo here. At least on the viewfinder right here, it looks actually pretty solid. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, there's a lot of detail on this for a front-facing camera. And I'm not getting a lot of grain here. This is actually pretty darn good. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to take a look at this camera here. So definitely, this will be a main focus for me once I start reviewing this. But yeah, once again, this is not my first rodeo with dual cameras on the back. So I do have an idea of what to look for, but at the same time, I think this should be better than the Honor 8 in terms of the dual cameras, at least from what I've seen on the advertising. We're going to take a look at that, of course. But yeah, this has been an unboxing and a first look of the Huawei Mate 9. I'm really excited for this phone to play around with it. But as you can see here, this is some pretty high quality stuff. And this does have the LTE bands we do need here in the US since it is a global phone. So I was really excited for the Mi Note, but we couldn't use the Mi Note here with US bands. So the compatibility issues deterred me from using this phone as a daily driver. So this Mate 9 is definitely that same level of excitement I had before. So I'm really excited to play with this. And it is a beautiful phone, albeit a fingerprint magnet. Once again, I'm Alex from Tech. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe because the full review of this will be coming out soon. If you guys want me to do some more in-depth tests like playing some games or multitasking on it or doing some tutorials, I would love to do that. Just let me know what you guys want to see. And I'll see you guys next time.
If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit the bell button below so that you don't miss a single video in the future. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!